at Sexy Red. Her video shoot just recently got shot up.
Saw that.
She owned up that catching the STD and men still be trying to snatch.
When a photo of Sexy Red lying in a hospital bed hit social media, timelines that had been celebrating her summer festival run flipped to stunned silence. Fans scrolled past endless memes to find raw speculation. Was the outspoken star finally paying the price for a high-octane lifestyle she'd joked about in interviews? Screenshot sleuths zoomed in on her wristband, debating admission times and ward codes, while others dissected a blurry IV bag to guess the medication. Within hours, hashtag #PoundTownSummer morphed into hashtag PrayForSexy, and comment sections filled with everything from genuine concern to armchair diagnosis. Adding to the frenzy, insiders whispered that Louisiana rap icon, Boosie Badazz, might somehow be involved, turning a personal health scare into a full-blown industry talking point. Promoters quietly reviewed force majeure clauses, and publicists drafted contingency statements, all while the artist herself stayed uncharacteristically silent. Stick around, because by the end of this story, you'll understand why those closest to the situation fear the controversy could upend touring plans, jeopardize future endorsements, and have lasting implications for Sexy Red's health and legacy.
I ain't gonna lie,
You just hate Trojan? Like, you hate latex?
I do.
The road to today's uproar starts with a candid 2023 sit-down on Lil Yachty's web series. In a moment intended as humor, Sexy Red mocked latex protection, saying it left everything smelling like old plastic, then crowned herself the raw dog queen with a laugh that went viral. The clip drew millions of views and countless stitches, etching her no-filter persona into pop culture stone. A few months later, she upped the transparency on Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast, openly recounting 2 separate chlamydia diagnoses during a turbulent relationship break. Rather than shame, she framed them as life lessons and kept her trademark bravado intact. Health professionals applauded the honesty, but cautioned that normalizing unprotected intimacy for a young, impressionable audience could have ripple effects far beyond social media chatter. What seemed like harmless shock value at the time now reads like the opening chapter of a cautionary tale, a tale that many observers say was hiding in plain sight. When raw honesty meets the internet's appetite for ridicule, jokes can mutate into relentless jabs almost overnight. By early 2024, the phrase "she smells" had become more meme than insult. TikTokers produced parody skits, while novelty t-shirts with rude slogans popped up on Etsy overnight. Supporters fired back, arguing the ridicule reeked of colorism and misogynoir. Would a lighter complexioned star be dragged so publicly over rumors of body odor? In a move equal parts defiance and brand play, Sexy Red unveiled a shock marketing cosmetics line featuring lip gloss shades dubbed Gonorrhea, Booty Hole Brown, and BV Blue. Retail buyers balked, parent-teacher groups complained, and even some fans felt the stunt crossed a line. Sales lagged, product reviews accused the campaign of trivializing sexual health issues that millions quietly manage. Far from flipping the narrative, the rollout suggested to skeptics that the odor joke stemmed from something bigger than online bullying, especially as rumors about untreated infections grew louder in comment threads. With the cosmetics gamble faltering and gossip escalating, rumors soon traded laughs for lab talk. One humid July night, a short reel appeared on Sexy Red's Instagram, fluorescent lights buzzing, an IV line taped to her arm, and the caption, "Discharge me so I can hit dye block with day guys." The post vanished within hours, but screenshots lived on. Management issued a brisk statement blaming exhaustion and dehydration, yet within days, venues quietly resized capacities, offered refunds, or removed dates altogether. Ticket aggregator data later showed 4 mid-market stops canceled outright, while 2 arenas downgraded to theaters. Behind the scenes, insurance brokers debated premium hikes for any promoter still willing to book her. Fans who once chuckled at the Raw Dog Queen moniker now speculated whether that branding had morphed into a self-inflicted curse, one potent enough to stall a tour in its tracks. And whenever money is at risk, the search for someone to blame begins, placing Boosie Badazz under a glaring spotlight. Flashback to late 2023. Sexy Red shared a grainy bedroom photo showing her with a mystery man, face hidden, ankle monitor gleaming. Internet gumshoes matched court filings and parole dates to Boosie Badazz, who'd recently dealt with legal hurdles of his own. Boosie quickly denied any involvement, tweeting that the leg in question wasn't even the right complexion and noting he was on a family vacation. Yet months later, he surfaced on the set of Glorilla and Sexy Red's What You Know About Me video, flashing a carefree grin despite having no role on the track. Fans and gossip outlets connected dots, crafting a narrative of off-camera chemistry. So when behind-the-scenes chatter suggested Sexy Red believed her health scare began with Boosie, social media hardly waited for medical confirmation. Boosie's silence, no statements beyond that lone tweet, let speculation grow uncontrolled, with every reshare reinforcing the idea that something unsavory had happened. Yet rumors rarely rest on a single name, especially when a former partner enters the fray with receipts. In what might be the most volatile moment of the saga so far, the father of Sexy Red's child leaked an expletive-filled FaceTime call. In it, he accused the rapper of exposing him, and by extension others, to an infection without warning. Hours later, an Instagram story urged followers to be strong. It's not for the weak, implying a painful road ahead for anyone romantically linked to the artist. Sexy Red fired back in one decisive post, labeling the claims cap, yet her previous admission of past STIs made the denial a tough sell for audiences primed for scandal. Bloggers built timelines, a rekindled romance with the ex, rumored overlap with Boosie, and a sudden hospital dash, enough puzzle pieces to keep the rumor engine revving. Even if unverified, the narrative gained velocity, proving once more that timing and perception can outweigh factual certainty in the court of public opinion. As if two dramatic storylines weren't enough, a third name, complete with a headline-ready alias, stepped onto the stage. OnlyFans personality. Donai Davis posted a tear-stained TikTok claiming adult performer Gucci, third leg, transmitted HSV-2 to her, complete with clinic paperwork. Comments filled with similar allegations from other viewers. Shortly after, social feeds surfaced clips of Sexy Red play flirting with Gucci during a late-night live stream. Bloggers had a field day, merging tales of untreated sores with the existing storyline about Boosie and the ex. Content creator Charleston White's reaction stream, declaring Sexy Red the gift that keeps on giving, racked up six-figure views despite zero new evidence. Facts remain scarce, but to the algorithm, the collision of three separate STI accusations against one artist became irresistible clickbait, guaranteeing the narrative would dominate search results for weeks. Allegations aside, medical science makes one reality clear: overlapping infections carry very real risks. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, up to 40% of untreated chlamydia cases escalate into pelvic inflammatory disease, PID, a painful condition that can scar fallopian tubes and severely reduce fertility. Medical specialists, speaking generally, note that stacking infections like chlamydia, trichomoniasis, and certain herpes strains multiplies the danger by compromising the body's natural defenses. Anonymous insiders claim Sexy Red's doctors have raised precisely those concerns, though no medical records have been publicly released. Even rumors of potential infertility shifted the discourse from gossip to serious health advocacy. Fan pages pivoted from jokes to threads about testing, treatment, and prevention resources. For Sexy Red, whose lyrics often celebrate motherhood, the prospect of diminished fertility adds a deeply personal layer to an already public ordeal. While physicians focused on long-term health, business teams scrambled to stop the leak of corporate confidence. Sponsorship managers issued terse notices, partnership on hold pending brand safety review, boxes of unsold tour merch collected dust in a Midwest warehouse, while two major venues cited security logistics in cancellation emails. Then, tragedy struck. During a Florida video shoot, gunfire erupted across the street, leaving one man dead. Police quickly confirmed no link to Sexy Red's entourage, yet headlines still paired her name with the incident, further raising insurance premiums and promoter anxiety. Even diehard fans, long tolerant of her boundary-pushing swagger, began urging a hiatus for reflection and rebranding. With every new headline, agents and label reps weighed the cost of crisis PR against the value of backing a still-emerging superstar whose reputation seemed to shift hourly. Amid the fallout, one question remained: could the same unfiltered candor that built her career now provide a path to redemption? Sexy Red rode unflinching authenticity from local clubs to national charts, yet that unfiltered confidence now powers a rumor machine strong enough to eclipse new music, derail tours, and shrink brand deals. She insists the most damaging accusations are false. Boosie Badazz holds his silence. Concrete medical documentation has yet to surface, but archived interviews, leaked calls, and well-publicized CDC statistics offer a sobering backdrop that sponsors and critics can't ignore. If even a fraction of the stories hold truth, the rapper faces more than a PR nightmare. She faces potential long-term health challenges and a brand in free fall. Ironically, the path forward may involve doubling down on the transparency that first grabbed the public's attention, an honest health update, proof of treatment, and maybe even a partnership with safe sex campaigns. Pop culture adores comeback arcs, and hip-hop history shows audiences willing to embrace flawed heroes who own their mistakes. Silence, however, allows rumors to solidify, turning whispers into accepted fact. Left unchecked, the controversy could see the Raw Dog Queen exit the stage not with a chart smash, but under a cloud of health speculation that never needed to define her career. The next move, whether a public statement, a wellness initiative, or a reflective hiatus, will determine if this chapter becomes a footnote or the finale in her story. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss any other upload. Thanks for watching.